remember the day I left from being incarcerated after 2 years. A gentleman told me, he said, if you forget everything else, remember one thing: the things that come easy aren't worth having, and things you have to work hard for are worth the world to you. And I'll always remember that, because every day I've had to work hard and struggle and fight to get through each and every day, but every day I wake up with a new smile on my face and I'm still alive. So hard work does build character, very good character, and even hard times you can get through. I think about this a lot, that no matter what I go through, I think that's what's got me through most days, is when I had nobody else there. God was always there for me, or my higher power, whatever you choose to believe in. There was always someone there for me.
What I do for a living, my profession is, I'm a butcher. I love to cut meat, I love to eat food, I love to eat exotic food, but it feels even better knowing that I can fillet it and cut it myself, and actually sit there and cook something that I made, presented and made presentable, and just, shout out on it, And for a person like me, when things are repetitive, you get judged on it, you know what I mean? And for me to turn to Justin in that situation, and just for him to understand and know the things, know the dark things about you, and just for him to take me in and let me live with him and give me a place when I had nothing, when I really should have been doing better and I really wasn't, still be my friend and be there for me, and talk me out of it and just give me good advice. And that's when I really needed somebody at that point, felt like my whole world came crashing down, and Justin, he was just there for me, man. He didn't have to do the things he did for me. He could have just washed his hands with me like some people did, but he didn't even look at me like I was anybody different, Kind of just smiled at me. It was just like, fucking Jody. You know what I mean? It made me feel good, man, for him to be there.
This day, I would like to have this to say. Now it's your turn to turn around and take it like a man.
I mean, I look at our friendship like this. When everything in my life is going crazy, everything in his life is going crazy, Justin's the one thing that I know is always going to be for sure. It's always going to be stable, that I could always come to and, be myself. And it doesn't matter about being black or white or where he comes from, because he was raised, I'm from the city and he's from up here. And it's the way we connect, We have the same interests, same ideas, same motives.
Hi, my name is Sandy. I'm Justin's best friend. I've known Justin for about 4 or 5 years. I usually see Justin every day. Sometimes it's because he's en route to go to work and I'm on the way during his passing. I have a big house with a lot of repairs, a big older house. Justin's helped us out in a lot of jams that were crucial to get work done. We wouldn't have known what to do without him. He's very handy, very talented, knows an awful lot for his age. I believe it's the way he grew up, having to learn at such a young age, all the stuff that he learned and he had to do growing up. Somebody like Justin who's there through bad and good, through hard times and depressing times, just always being there and always having a comforting voice and just sharing the quality of time that we share together means a lot, and that's a good friendship to me.
Justin to me is one of my kids. He's come so far from everything that he's gone through, and I am so proud of him. So I think that he's headed in the right directions. He's learned from his mistakes. He's doing what needs to be done, and he's following his dreams, and you can't ask for more than that. So I'm very proud of Justin. I love Mark. He was a really good person, very religious and everything else, and he loved his kids, but you know, he had these dark periods in his life where drugs took over, and that meant more to him than his family. But ultimately, in the end, I mean, his kids he loved, and I think that it's fantastic that Justin has moved past that, because he got to see his dad involved with the drugs and everything else, and I know it was a hard time for him, and he's looked beyond that. He's forgiven his dad, you know, and he loves him. And I think that's fantastic, because that's the hardest thing that you're ever going to have to do, is find it within yourself to forgive somebody that's hurt you. He was in the Army for a little while. He was in the reserves. So at one point when Justin was on the way, he got called back to go in the reserves, and he got to come back home when Justin was born, and he got to see him born. So that's fantastic. He was there for that. You know, he served his country for a time, and you can't be prouder than somebody for that. That's sacrificing a lot for us. You know, I think that you just need to remember that there is always somebody out there that's on your side, that's been through what you've been through, that can rise above it. And don't ever forget that you're worth something, and you matter. You matter a lot. So be proud of yourself for whatever you do accomplish. Be proud of yourself for overcoming obstacles in your life, because that's the most important thing. And you have to love who you are, no matter what you've gone through. In the inside, there's good in all of us.
Ship stable. I remember a long time ago sitting in prison after a long day. I was flipping through a magazine and I came across this picture that really stuck out to me. It was a ship stable. So I grabbed a pencil and a paper and I sketched it out. I hung this so I could look at it every day. This picture stuck out to me because it reminded me that even when you're in a dark, cold, damp place out at sea, that if you push through, you will reach dry land. Today was an interesting day for me. I received a letter from a dear loved one of mine who will be spending their 21st incarcerated It was a sad but revealing moment, because I also spent my 21st incarcerated, hungry, cold, alone, and tired. So I know what it felt like, and I know that even through the cold, dark, damp times, that if he pushes through, he will see dry land. It kind of reminds me of a song I wrote. It goes like this: no more sorrow, no more pain, no more sin and no more blame, no more stormy nights or rain. Time's never wasting, it's time I waste. The demons of our past are the demons we're gonna face. This life I lead is the life I'm chasing. So I took one bite and I want another taste. No more sorrow, no more pain.
Just a baby of 40 and change. Girl who loved me thinks I'm deranged, and I ain't getting any older. You try to teach me how love grows, but there's one thing I already know. Love does not grow, it glows. You either block out the light or it magnifies. Just ask the fireflies. Just ask the fireflies. I keep on telling you I'm the man you should trust. Your steely gazes are beginning to rust. The magma's cooling down under the crust for us. Whoa, you say that I don't know how love grows. I know you say that I don't know how love grows. Love does not grow, it glows, and something blocks the light or it magnifies. Step into the summer twilight and ask the fireflies. Moths, gnats, and mayflies swarm in the streetlight. Such unsuitable guides. Ask the fireflies. Ask the fireflies. Ask the
He wants to be a star. Lay down. Yes, when I was younger,